So, what is going on YouTube, boys? I'm from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today, guys, I'm coming at you with the brand new Blue Eyes Chaos Max OTK deck profile for you guys today. So, hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. Guys, ever since the release of the legendary Duelist, I've been going to locals trying to get all the cards for this deck profile. If you guys already seen my openings, I did not get all the cards I needed for the profile, and you guys all know how much I hate proxying. So, for the entire day, I was at locals waiting for people to pull the cards, and I actually had to, trade them to get the cards I need for the deck profile, and it took me quite some time. But good news, guys, I got you guys a deck profile, no proxy in this deck, because you guys all know how we do on TeamSamuraiX1. Absolutely no proxies allowed. If you guys want to get the singles from this deck profile, make sure you guys visit Dollys.ca and be sure to use my coupon code to get 5% off of your entire order. That'll be absolutely amazing. If you guys have not yet seen this playmat is called The Return, okay? And you guys probably already know why it's called The Return, because this mat is based on Stratos. If you guys are interested in getting this Elemental Neos Stratos and Honest Neos playmat, make sure you guys visit the website down below, txx1.com, and be sure to use my coupon code for 10% off of your entire order. This playmat has to be one of the best playmats I actually ever released on the channel, and there's Hero Signal in the picture behind Skyscraper 2, so it's like, gives you kind of like a Batman vibe, you know what I mean? So Hero Signal, Stratos comes out of nowhere after the ban list, he saves the day. You guys already know what it is. Make sure you guys get your mat today in the description box below. They'll be absolutely amazing. txx1.com. Alright guys, so for the monster, you want to play the brand new addition into the deck, which is of course Triple Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. This card is absolutely insane. If you guys don't know what this card does, is that you can ritual summon this card with chaos form. Must be ritual summon. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Also, it cannot be destroyed by your opponent. Card effects. If this card was ritual summoned using a Blue Eyes White Dragon, when this card declares an attack, you change the battle position of as many monster your opponent controls as possible. And if you do, the attack and defense of those changed monster becomes 0. Also, this turn, if this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. So basically, as long as this card attacks, alright, their attack and defense is 0 forever. If you don't kill your opponent going second, which is very unlikely, alright, this deck is built to OTK your opponent, first turn going second. It's okay because next turn, those monsters that are changed will have 0 attack and 0 defense either way, so you just kill them next turn. This card is such an amazing addition to the deck because it combos off really well with Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Definitely a must-off in the deck. Anybody playing less than 3 copies of this is incorrect. The reason why you must play 3 copies of this card is 1, it's a level 8 monster, which is your trade-in target. At the same time, it's one of your incantation targets to reveal a ritual monster to, basically search a ritual spell card directly from your deck to your hand. So you basically just want to see these cards in your hand as quickly as possible, especially comboing out with the incantation cards. And also, this card is a walking towers as well, because it's unaffected by your opponent card effects. And also, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects as well, which is very, very important. So, and next off, for Big Daddy himself, you're going to play, of course, Triple Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. It's obvious to play 3 copies of this card. You guys don't know what Chaos Max does. You can ritual summon this card with chaos form. Must be ritual summon. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Also cannot be destroyed by your opponent card effects. If this card attacks a defensive position monster, inflict double piercing damage to your opponent. So what you want to do with this deck is that you want to try to get out these 2 monsters as quickly as possible. Once you get these 2 out on the board, you're pretty much going to win the duel, because Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon is going to attack, and then it's going to change the battle position of your opponent's monster, and then basically that opponent monster will have 0 defense, and then you have Chaos Max to attack a defensive position monster. 4,000 attack, attacking a 0 defense monster, which equals to 8,000 damage direct to your opponent, which is pretty amazing. So obviously you just want to try to OTK your opponent as quickly as possible by getting these 2 out. Guys, playing 6 of these ritual monsters is mandatory in the deck for this specific version, because you're playing the incantations. So obviously the 6 ritual monsters. Next up is very obvious. We're going to play, of course, Triple Blue Eyes White Dragon. You need Blue Eyes in the deck to actually ritual summon into these bad boys right here. And obviously I was thinking of using the OG art Blue Eyes, but I was like, you know what? Blue Eyes has evolved, you know what I mean? The Chaos Max and Chaos Dragon are coming into this deck, so we had to bust the movie pack Blue Eyes, man. This version, I believe, just fits really well with Chaos Max and obviously the Chaos Dragon right here. It looks way better in my personal opinion, but you know what, you guys can disagree. And then last but not least, Double Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. This card isn't necessary to play in the deck, but the reason why you play this card is so that you can actually pop any problematic monster on the board before you bring out Blue Eyes Chaos Max or Chaos Dragon. It is essentially one of those cards that is like, it's your bait out cards. You you want to summon Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon to try to bait out your opponent's solemn strikes or any problematic back row or things like that, then you can summon cards like Chaos Max and Chaos Dragon just to try to OTK your opponent. And obviously these cards are just really good. It's 3,000 beat stick, which is absolutely free. Next off, for the ritual engine, you'll play, of course, Triple Manju, 10,000 hands. This card is just absolutely insane. Searches a ritual spell and also a ritual monster directly from your deck to your hand. And this card also works really well with all the other ritual support that we got in Cybernetic Horizon, which is the brand new Incantation card. So Incantation Candle and then Triple Incantation Talismandra. Alright, these are plant and pyro monsters of the deck. These cards literally make this deck super duper consistent. It makes any ritual deck consistent in my personal opinion. Let me briefly explain to you guys what these cards do. So basically, they both have the same effect where you can reveal one ritual spell card in your hand or a ritual monster. So this card reveals a ritual spell card and this card reveals a ritual monster to basically special summon these cards out on the field. Special summon both this card from your hand and one incantation monster from your deck, except for Incantation Candle. If this card is special summoned from your deck, you can add one ritual spell card from your deck into your hand. You only activate one Incantation Candle effect once per turn. If you have Incantation Candle in your hand, alright, you can reveal a ritual spell card, special Incantation Talismandra directly from the deck, and Talismandra has an effect where it's special from the deck, you get to search a ritual monster directly from your deck to your hand. So the interaction that these two cards have with each other, so Incantation Candle you have in your hand, it basically searches a ritual monster because you're going to bring out Talismandra, and Talismandra, when it's special from the deck, searches a monster. And if you have Talismandra in your hand, you special summon Talismandra from your hand, you're going to be able to bring out Candle directly from the deck, and once Candle is special from the deck, you basically get to search a ritual spell card directly from your deck to your hand. So you have a total of 9 surge cards to get into your ritual spells and monsters, and also the other spell cards in your deck as well can search your monsters and your ritual spell cards directly from your deck to your hand. So this deck is just super duper consistent, man, with all these cards right here. And then last but not least, since the deck is a going second base deck, Triple Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. If you guys don't have access to Ash, you guys don't have to play Ash, you guys don't play any other hand trap that you guys prefer, it's all up to personal preference. But I think that Ash is just obviously the most generic search cards, especially for decks that are going second. You can utilize Ash Blossom, the most, and at the same time it also bypasses mid-breaker field, which is very, very good. And every deck in today's format searches, so Ash, very important. And probably the sexiest looking spell card in the deck is Triple Bingo Machine. If you guys do not know what this card does, that reveal 3 cards from your deck that meets at least one of these criteria listed below. Your opponent randomly picks one to add to your hand, and you shuffle the rest back into the deck. So you basically get to search any Blue Eyes card directly from your deck to your hand. So now, with the release of Bingo Machine, you can get quicker access to Alternative Dragon, you can get quicker access to Blue Eyes, you can search the Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon, Blue Eyes Chaos Max, search any Blue Eyes monster directly from your deck to your hand. And the really good thing about Bingo Machine is that it can search out your ritual spells as well, which is Chaos Form, which is insane. So now we get quicker access to Chaos Form with Bingo Machine Go, which is why I love this deck so much, is that this deck is just now super consistent with the release of Incantation cards and also with Bingo Machine Go. Man, this deck is just so good. You're going to be more likely going to be OTKing your opponent 98% of the time. That's how much I can guarantee that you can actually OTK your opponent, going second with this deck. So Bingo Machine Go. And you guys probably already see my pack opening. I only pulled one, which is very unfortunate. So I had to go to locals all day to try to get this card. Anyways, Triple Advanced Ritual Art, another really good ritual spell card. The Incantations can add these cards directly from your deck. The Incantation cards can obviously add the Advanced Ritual Art directly from your deck into your hand. And I already showcased you guys these cards. When I play, of course, Triple Chaos Form gets you access to your Chaos Dragon. At the same time, Bingo Machine Go can search these cards directly from your deck to your hand. Well, it can't search the Advanced Ritual Art, but it can search Chaos Form, which is really good because in the card it specifically lists a Blue Eyes White Dragon. So Bingo Machine Go can just search this card directly from your deck to your hand, which is really good for ritual. The support is just insane, man. So to make this deck even more consistent, you want to play, of course, Triple Melody of the Awakening Dragons, adds your Chaos Dragon, also Chaos Max, directly from your deck to your hand, so that way that your Incantation cards can never become dead. And if you just want to draw cards, you can basically activate Melody, search, your dragons, activate trade and draw cards. It's pretty crazy. So Melody the Awakening Dragon is definitely a must-have in the deck. I see people play 2 of these, but I don't understand why, because this card is one of the most consistent cards in your deck. So play 3 copies of Melody, guys, and then obviously trade in you know what I mean, the best, you know, draw power for any level 8 deck, especially in Blue Eyes. You know, you playing so many level 8s in the deck, you can freely ditch the Chaos Dragon, also Chaos Max to the graveyard to just draw 2 cards, which is very, very good. So that way that you can see more of your combo pieces. So Melody and also Trading basically makes your deck even more consistent. Man, this card is literally insane. The only thing that can stop Creature Swamp is Tri-Gate Wizard. So if you don't have a Tri-Gate Wizard, you win the duel. So you summon. So the idea behind Creature Swap, and you guys probably already seen in my OTK videos, is that these bad boys right here are 0 defense. Alright guys, they're 0 defense. So what you basically do is that you go Talismandra and Candle, Ritual Summon into your Chaos Max Dragon, and then activate Creature Swap to give your opponent Incantation monster, you know what I mean, and then you attack into the 0 defense monster, which is a total of 8,000 damage. So Incantation really synergizes really well with Chaos Max because 0 defense, Chaos Max 4,000 deals 8,000 piercing damage. It's literally insane. You guys already see my combo video, not my combo video, my duel video with you know, with this deck. So Creature Swamp, definitely a must-have in the deck. And of course, shout out to my boy Matthew, man, for letting me borrow the ultra rare OG Creature Swap. These cards look really, really beautiful. And then last but not least, you know what, since you're still going second, I believe this card is still good. It's Called by the Grave. You know what, you just want to have the high success rate of actually OTKing your opponent. You know, FTK, you know, first turn kill going second, well, OTK. So, you know, Called by the Grave is just really good. You don't want to get Ash on your Bingo Machine or Melody Awakening Dragons. Sometimes you are relying on those cards actually going off. So Called by the Grave is just really good to stop your opponents from activating a hand trap to stop your play. So Called by the Grave, definitely necessary to play in the deck. So that's pretty much it for the main deck. This deck is built to go second. Never go first with this deck. It doesn't make sense to go first with any Blue Eyes Chaos Max variant deck. But anyways, let's go off to your extra deck. The extra deck that you're probably never gonna make, but anyways, just in case, man. Like, these are probably the most, you know, rank 8 engine that you're gonna be trying to make. These, you're gonna be killing your opponent first anyways. I don't even know how to pronounce this card. Hippo Shinigen, you're never going to make it as well, but these are the cards that are going to be, you know, if you have a chance of making them, you're going to be making these cards right here, but you're never going to use your extra deck. Now after Cherries target, your Winter Cherries, so Electromite. I don't even know why this card is in here. Pendulums suck. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just throwing shit at Steven. Izzo, Two Tails of Nova Knights, Firewall Dragon. These cards are all Cherries targets, okay? Make sure you remember that. Sky Striker Ace Suzuku, Sky Striker Ace Kagari. So basically these cards are in here for your Cherries. Mask Hero Dark Law. And then last but not least, you want to play, of course, Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. You know, Cyber Dragons, it's absolutely free. And obviously the one Cyber Dragon Nova to round off your extra deck. And that's another Cherries target as well. So your entire extra deck are Cherry targets. Off your side deck, your opponent is going to make you go first. So let's get started. So Scythe. Triple Sanctum, you know what, if you can stun your opponent for a turn and then kill them next turn, you pretty much win the duel. Solemn Strike, you know, these cards are obviously good going first because your opponent are going to make you go first. But when you have a chance to go second, you'll play, of course, the Side Frame Driver. Triple Side Frame Gear Gamma. Right here, very standard. Double Infinite Impermanence, going second cards. And last but not least, your Trump card. Trump card hand trap is triple Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherry. So that's pretty much it. And all the other extra deck cards are for Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. If you guys are not knowing what Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries does, it basically says that reveal a card in your extra deck, you look at your opponent's extra deck, and you banish all the other cards that are revealed, you know, off your extra deck. So not a lot of people know that, you know, the extra deck slots are for Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherry. So for those of you who are new to the game, you know, I'd like to educate you guys a little bit. All these cards right here are in here because of Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, and this card is an amazing side deck card going second against basically any of these meta relevant decks right here. So that's pretty much for the deck profile, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button, man. I cannot wait to showcase you guys more duels with this deck. Come on, smash the thumbs up button, guys. I have an updated Blue Eyes deck profile coming up too. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys get your playmat today, and today 9 p.m. EST, guys. I'm live streaming the box opening of the Legendary Duelist. Make sure you guys check out the link in the description box below. That's pretty much it, and this is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 signing out. Alright guys, peace.
I feel like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game, I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game, I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the deed with it. These bozos always sneak this, and they taking shots, I'm a key with it. Like, no, this league.